What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, where today we are going to be doing a tier list of movies I've seen from the year 2017, from worst to best, as I've done many a times here on this channel throughout the years. Speaking of throughout the years, it's been like a year hiatus since I've been gone from YouTube. Basically 2 years if you don't count the one video I uploaded 10 months ago. So welcome back to me. It's great to be here. Maybe. I don't know how long I'll be around. But if this gets decent views and I feel, half decent about my life, I'll keep going. Yeah, no. So I've been gone for like 2 years. So I'm ready to get back into it. Starting out with something that I figured was pretty easy to make, something that I could just jump right back into. Now, as per usual, let me just go ahead and throw myself up into the top corner so everybody doesn't have to look at my ugly face. As per usual, when it comes to a tier maker video, there is a ton of movies I haven't seen, and there's a ton of stuff that I have seen. So, as per usual, when it comes to a tier maker video with myself, we have S, A, B, C, D, F, and the haven't seen section. S being the best of the best, the creme de la creme, and then genuinely just getting worse and worse, all the way down to F, which is, you guys should have just spent your money somewhere else. I don't know what to say. The movie sucked. And then there's, of course, the haven't seen section, which I've already done the honors of filling out preemptively. There's some movies in there that were big in 2017, like Baby Driver, Atomic Blonde, Kingsman, Geostorm. There's a Transformers movie, whichever one that is. 50 Shades Darker, or whatever it was called. War of the Planet of the Apes, Lego Ninjago. Some stuff. Logan, never saw Logan. Own the movie on Blu-ray, never watched it. Blade Runner 2045. Certain things that people are just like, you haven't seen this? No, I haven't, okay? But look at all these wonderful movies that I have seen. I probably haven't seen about 50%, actually. Right? About 50% of the stuff on this list I haven't seen. And that's simply because 2017 was not a big year for movie watching for me. 2017, I was a senior in high school and just didn't really watch a whole lot of movies. I was big into TV. 2017, I was big with Walking Dead and Game of Thrones, and I was watching The Wonder Years on Netflix. That's a great show from back in the day. Stuff like that. That I just wasn't really paying attention to movies at the time. But here we go. Nonetheless, this is all the stuff that I have seen from the year 2017. And there are a couple duplicates. If you look down at the bottom, Get Out's there twice, and Justice League is there twice. I don't know why that is. I'm assuming that's just a glitch that occurred. The person, whoever made this, put two of them in there. Just to get them out of the way, we're going to throw them up in the haven't seen section. But that's just so I don't get confused later on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. This is the movies that are on this list that I've seen in the year 2017. That being said, if there's a movie from 2017, either in the haven't seen section and not down below, that I'm not going to be judging today, go ahead and write a comment down below. Let me know about the movie, whether I've seen it or not. I'll comment back. I'll let you know exactly where I'd put it. And if I haven't seen it, I'll add it to the list of the never-ending list of movies I need to watch. So yeah, let's get started with Annabelle Creation, which is one of my favorite horror movies of 2017. Annabelle Creation, I honestly am going to put it in A tier. It is, in my opinion, the third best Conjuring universe movie, behind The Conjuring 2 and The Conjuring, in that order. I think the sequel is better than the original. Shoot me, I don't care. Annabelle Creation is truly the best Annabelle movie. I loved what they did with the Annabelle character, with the, it coming back to the first movie at the very end. They did a phenomenal job with that. Made the first movie worth watching, and it really did, the people that did see the first movie really were given that, here you go kind of thing. Like, we're making it worth your while for having watched our lackluster first film. We're making it worth your while with the ending of the second film, which is really awesome that they did that. Up next is Father Figures. This was a comedy It had what, Glenn Close and Owen Wilson and Ed Helms. Yeah, it was much to be desired. I've watched it once. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm putting it in D tier. Um, 2017 really wasn't a great time for comedy. Really, comedy around this era, a couple years before it even, we're talking like 2015, is kind of where comedy took a dip. And comedy really, like, it became a subgenre of action. And it's just like, ugh, I don't know. Like, comedy, there's no more true comedy movies, at least not like big scale. Like, people are like, oh, well, the Barbie movie from a couple years ago was comedy. No, it wasn't. There were just comedic tunes. Yeah. Anyways, Father Figures, not the best movie. Like I said, putting it in D tier. I own the movie on DVD, and really probably never gonna watch it again. So yeah. Up next, we have John Wick 2. This movie is going in C tier. I enjoy the first John Wick. The first John Wick movie is a good time. I will never deny that. But I just don't care. I don't care after the first movie. They expand the world. The movie's just. What's the point? I just don't understand. Like, I understood the point of the first one, okay? Don't understand the point of the sequels. Um, and if you watch, tier lists down the line of years later, you'll see that with the third John Wick. And I don't even think I watched. There's what, John Wick 4 now? Didn't watch that. And I think there's the Ballerina or whatever it was called, which was uh same universe as John Wick. Didn't watch that just because they don't interest me. John Wick 2 was okay. C tier is mid. It's good. It's not. It's good. There's good things. There's bad. There's just I don't care. If it was on TV at my buddy's house, I'd sit down and go, "Oh, cool, John Wick." But I'd never be like, "We have to watch John Wick 2. It's important that we do." Like, you'll never know true cinema without John Wick 2. I'm never going to be like that. I'll never say that. Up next is I, Tanya. This was what, Margot Robbie? I, Tanya. So I really did enjoy this movie. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Mainly because I don't think it's as good as Annabelle Creation. And again, these are my personal thoughts. I, Tanya is a very good movie. And it's about the Olympic ice skating thing. I forget the name of the ice skaters, but the figure skaters back in what, the 90s or late 80s, where the one just like really fucked the one over, and it was really mad. It was really maddening. It was a whole thing. I remember my mom talking about it as a little kid, like, "Oh yeah, that was insane." And so what's her name? Tanya Harding. Tanya Harding, that's her name. I couldn't remember the last name. I got it. Tanya Harding. So you look up who Tanya Harding is. Watch I, Tanya. It's a really, really good time. Like I said, not A tier, B tier, top of B tier probably by the end of this video. Up next, we have The Fate of the Furious. Ah, yes. The Fate of the Furious. I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed John Wick Chapter 2, but it is, at best, C tier. I don't care what anybody says. Fate of the Furious is just pure, just cocoa melon for men. That's what it is. That's what these two movies are. Fate of the Furious and John Wick 2 are cocoa melon for action junkies. That's what it is. It's for grown men, and it's not good. I don't know. Like, again, if it was on TV at my buddy's house, I'd go, "Oh, cool, Fate of the Furious." I'd never be like, "You must watch it." No, it's nothing crazy. Up next, we've got Thor Ragnarok, which is pretty dang good. Thor Ragnarok is going to go in S tier. Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie by far. Thor 1 and Thor The Dark World are like absolute. And then Thor Ragnarok came out, and I was just like, good lord, how is Thor Ragnarok that good? Like, I didn't expect it. I loved that the Hulk got to be the Hulk, and then he went back to being a little crybaby wannabe Incredible Hulk. I don't know. But the Hulk got to be the Hulk, and I loved it. You know, a 18-year-old me was like, yo, let's go! The Hulk from my childhood. Because in 2008, I was 9 years old, and Hulk was cool. And before that, what was it, 2005, when the Hulk came out? I loved the Hulk. The Hulk was cool, and we finally got to see him be cool again. After a couple years of him not being cool, but Star Wars. Oh boy, hey, ooh, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Okay, this is S tier, is what I would say if this was an alternate reality. Star Wars: The Last Jedi, really. I'm gonna put it between The Fate of the Furious and John Wick 2 in C tier, mainly because any true fan of Star Wars knows that this movie is not good. All right? Um my roommate is the biggest Star Wars nut, and he'd slap me sideways if I put it any higher on this rating, just because it's genuinely not that good of a movie. Um I've always had my own thoughts on how I would have done things, especially with the whole Luke Skywalker just kind of just vanishing thing at the end. I had my own, you know, thoughts on what would happen. That would have made it cooler, I guess. Basically, I wished he was there instead of being a Force Ghost thing that wasn't a Force Ghost, because how could it be a Force Ghost if he's not dead? It was all bullshit. That it was just all workarounds to make it crazy but not cool. I don't know. It was dumb. Disney's stupid. They ruined the Star Wars franchise. At least the main storyline, and that's why they are doing 20 TV shows about 20 different characters now. Anyways, let's move on to It Comes at Night, which is D tier. It's like a horror apocalyptic drama that I feel like it just never really sells well. I have the Blu-ray of this movie. I think I actually have the Blu-ray for every movie on here, Blu-ray or DVD, so far. Well, or 4K. I have the 4K of some of these movies. But anyways, I have the Blu-ray for this movie, and it's just, I watched it once. I didn't understand the hype. I watched it again. Still didn't get it. It's just not very good. It's not worth rewatching, in my opinion. There's an artistic vibe to it. Like, I could see what direction they were trying to go with, but like it does not, I don't know, it doesn't give the viewer a great experience, in my personal opinion. Up next, we have The Hitman's Bodyguard, Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson. Guys, I have never disliked a movie more in my life. This movie, I don't know if it's just like the way it is, like the way it's shot, I don't know, but this is going in F tier. I cannot stand The Hitman's Bodyguard. I bought the Blu-ray for this movie about 3 years ago for $3 on Amazon. I was like, wow, that's a great deal. It was like $3.74 or something like that. I was like, cool. Amazing deal. $3.74? Shit. They're two great actors. Give it a try. Awful. Good enough for it to get a sequel, The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife. Never checked that out. I refuse to check that out. But yeah, The Hitman's Bodyguard, F tier. By far my least favorite movie so far ranked. Up next is Get Out, and Get Out gets first place. Goes to S tier. Get Out was phenomenal. I remember watching it when it first hit DVD. I did not see Get Out in theaters. Again, I wasn't a big theater goer in 2017. I really started going to theaters more as an adult once I had graduated high school and all that. I was still a senior in high school in 2017. So, really, this This movie, I wish I could go back in time and see in theaters. And who knows, maybe on like its 10th anniversary, it'll get a theater, a theater, uh, for its anniversary. I don't know what I'm trying to say. A viewing in the theater for its 10th anniversary, like many other movies do. Get Out was what Jordan Peele's first ever movie, directed movie, and it was phenomenal. One of the best movies of the year, if not the best movie of the year. Definitely better than Thor Ragnarok. It might be the best horror movie of the year. Genuinely fell in love with it. I have the movie on Blu-ray. Um, I've watched it probably 6 times. Yeah, it's a great time. Up next, we have Paddington 2. Gotta love the Paddington movies. Paddington is a very good time. I'm gonna put it in B tier. It's a good time, but I feel like as an adult man, it's just not my thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I enjoy watching it more than Star Wars, John Wick, and Fate of the Furious. Let's put it that way. But it's just not my forte. I'd rather watch I, Tonya again than Paddington 2. That being said, I love the Paddington movies. There's what, 3 of them now? There's Paddington, Paddington 2, and Paddington in Peru? And I think they're making a 4th one. But Paddington 2, it's a good time. It's just, like I said, not my thing. Going in Style, this is a fun movie. I'd put this in B tier, behind Paddington 2. Going in Style, just some old dudes just trying to have a good time. This is Morgan Freeman. Oh gosh, what's the other guy's names? Oh man, I feel awful for not remembering their names. Uh, hold on. Alan Arkin. I could zoom in. Let's see. Alan Arkin and Michael Caine. There we go. I had to zoom in, my blind self. But yeah. So Alan Arkin, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman. What's not to love about that trilogy of people? Like, come on. Great comedy, action. It's a good time. Lego Batman. This might be the best Lego movie that there is. Lego Batman. We're gonna put this one in B tier, right behind I, Tonya. Again, I'd probably rewatch I, Tonya more than I would rewatch Lego Batman. I love Will Arnett as Lego Batman. He just has that iconic Batman-y voice. To the point where it's it's kind of funny. So yeah, I just love Will Arnett as the Lego Batman. Up next we have Bright, which is a Netflix movie. And yeah, this is kind of where it belongs, is D tier. Not the biggest fan of it. It's a weird one. It's like humans and like, I don't even know. It's been years since I've watched it, but it's like humans and like goblin beast people. I don't know how to explain it. Are like together in the world, and it's just weird. It's an odd one. There was Will Smith and his partner are cops together. His partner is one of the goblin-y things. It's a weird movie. I put it in D tier. It's really nothing special. It was an earlier Netflix movie that they promoted like crazy because Will Smith was a part of it. Up next is Fist Fight, and Fist Fight is going in A tier. Fist Fight might be the best comedy of the year. Fist Fight might be the best comedy of 2017. A tier for sure. If you've never seen Fist Fight, it's got Ice Cube, Charlie Day. I don't know the other people. Tracy Morgan is in it. He's like the gym teacher or something. Jillian Bell is in it, right? Just Jillian or Julian Bell. I don't know. But that's basically the main cast. And Charlie Day and Ice Cube are teachers. And they, get into a fight. Fist fight. And so it's just a really funny movie. Stupid? Yes. But it is a comedy. Comedies are supposed to be stupid. If you don't like comedy, it's not going to be for you. Fist Fight's a good time, and it gave one of the most iconic comedy scenes, probably of the 2010s, where Charlie Day, his character, and his daughter get up and sing a very explicit song to a girl in his daughter's class who was a bully to her, and it's fantastic. I'm sure everybody, if not, has seen it. You should look it up and watch it because it's funny. Up next we've got the Smurfs: The Lost Village. Yeah, F tier. Not a fan of what they've been doing with the Smurfs in the last decade. They made this movie back in 2017. I think they made another one or two for TV movies after this. And then in this past year they made a movie in theaters. I wasn't even a fan of that one really, the one that came out in 2025. But yeah, I have this on DVD, Smurfs: The Lost Village. Just not that good. I don't care. I would much rather watch anything else. Truly. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We're going to put this in A tier, bottom of A tier, behind Fist Fight, mainly because I do not think it's as good as the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, what happens with Yondu always gets me. But I'm not a big fan of Kurt Russell's role. I could not remember the actor's name. Was not a big fan of Kurt Russell's role. I wasn't a big fan of the character in general that he played. I mean, obviously it is what it is. People love this movie. It's still A tier for me. I'm just not a big fan of him in general. All in all, the movie's still a very good movie, and right now it is in my top 5 of the year. Whether that's going to change or not is up to, me to decide. Up next, we have Boss Baby, which is honestly not a bad movie. I'm going to put it in B tier, bottom of B tier. Boss Baby is not a terrible movie, okay? It's really, really not. If you sit down and just enjoy it for what it is, you could enjoy it. I don't know. I remember it getting laughed at a lot when it first came out. Like I said, I could enjoy it. I can get down with it. It's not something I'd watch every day, but I'd watch it once, maybe twice, and I could enjoy it. I have the Blu-ray of the movie. I bought it for like $5. I've watched it once in probably the 5 years I've had the movie. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. Up next is The Mummy. Really? 2017 is when Tom Cruise's The Mummy came out? That wasn't before that? This movie's stupid. Tom Cruise's The Mummy, I'm not a fan of. In fact, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of C tier. It doesn't deserve D or F, but it's not good. It's just not what people expected when they saw the title The Mummy. This was Universal trying to bring back, of course, their original monster, The Mummy. They were doing stuff with like Dracula Untold, trying to bring back Dracula. They did The Mummy. Years later in like 2018, right? 2018? 2019? 2020? I don't remember. When did they do The Invisible Man? Was that 2020? I don't remember. But they did The Invisible Man, and it's just like the Mummy just didn't work. It really just didn't. The Emoji Movie. This movie gets shit on so terribly that I'm going to make it first place, guys. All right? I'm going to make it first place. It deserves that. This movie is S tier because it defines a generation. All right? It does not. It's terrible. In fact, I'm going to put it in F tier, but I'm putting it before The Hitman's Bodyguard. Simply because fuck that movie. The Emoji Movie is not the worst movie of the year, but it is close. And realistically, this movie could have been way less bad if it just wasn't cringy as fuck. there are certain parts where you're just like, ugh. Yeah. Up next, we have The Power Rangers, and this is a movie that I was super excited for when it first came out. I loved Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as a kid, and it was a massive letdown. I would probably put Power Rangers in D tier, in front of Bright, behind It Comes at Night, and it's just, yeah, Power Rangers, man. what did you do? Most of this movie is just talking. That's what most of this movie is. It's just boring. So, then we have Pitch Perfect 3, which is the worst of the Pitch Perfect movies. We're going to go ahead and put this in D tier, behind Father Figures. Not a fan of the third one. A lot of people aren't a fan of the third one. A lot of people just watch the first two and call it quits. The third one, like I said, it's not good. D tier, not much more else to say. Kong Skull Island. This was a breath of fresh air. I'm going to put this in S tier behind Thor Ragnarok. This movie genuinely was great. I remember the first time watching this was over my best friend's house, and I was just like blown away. I was like, wow, this is really good. Obviously, tons of, CGI and stuff like that, but like that's basically any movie anymore. But fantastic. I loved the story. Like it just had really good acting in it. It was a very very good movie, a good adventure action film. Genuinely a breath of fresh air. So I was happy with it. Beauty and the Beast, the live action. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd put this in the top of C tier. That's where I would put Beauty and the Beast. I love the animated movies from the 90s. Just not the biggest fan of the live action. It's just like, again, if it was on TV, I'd be like, oh, it's Beauty and the Beast. I just don't care. I don't care for it. It's not, I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. A Bad Mom's Christmas. Wow, this movie is so D tier. Bottom of D tier. Don't care for it. I barely care for Bad Moms. Bad Moms was good, and even that wasn't incredible. American Made with Tom Cruise. This is a very good movie. I'm gonna put this movie. I'm gonna put this movie ahead of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, behind Fist Fight in A tier. And you're like, really? Some schlocky, stupid comedies better than American Made? Yes, in my world it is, because comedy deserves a place above every other genre. All right, comedy deserves to be happy too. All right, comedy and horror deserve happiness. American Made is a phenomenal movie, though. Tom Cruise plays this guy who basically just flies planes back and forth between. I don't know if I can't remember if it's Mexico or if it's other South American countries, but South American countries and the U.S. and I genuinely don't remember where it's from. Or is it even South American countries? I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw it, but non-United States countries. He flies his plane from the U.S. down, brings back mass amounts of illegal drugs, drops it, and makes tons of money off of it. And it is genuinely a great movie. One of the best of the year. And it's going to definitely be in the top 10 by the end of this. We have Pirates of the Caribbean. What is this? Dead Men Tell No Tales. My Blu-ray that I have is a British release. So it's called Salazar's Revenge. Guys, this movie is C tier, bottom C tier. It is not good. The only reason I'd watch it is to complete my Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. That's it. Really, and even then, I could just watch 1 through 3 and feel good about myself. And then skip 4 and 5. But what is it? These movies, I don't know. This is just by far one of the worst in the franchise. I don't know. C tier. That's just how I feel. Dunkirk. I don't know. I watched this movie once. Okay, I'm gonna preface this. I watched this movie one time. I was working overnight shifts at a restaurant. Make that make sense. Overnight shifts at a restaurant. Restaurant closed at 10, and then I was there from 9 to 6 in the morning. 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. cleaning by myself, and basically I just take 2-hour, 3-hour breaks because I just did not care. And I watched Dunkirk. This movie, not good. People act like this movie was amazing. Guys, this movie, genuinely, I don't understand it. I put Dunkirk in D tier. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but I'm not a big fan. Dunkirk D tier behind Pitch Perfect 3. I'd rather rewatch Pitch Perfect 3 than Dunkirk. And maybe I need, like I said, maybe I need to rewatch it. I don't even think I own it on Blu-ray. Maybe someday I'll rewatch it, but right now it's on D. And if you disagree with that, let me know in the comment section. Maybe you'll make me rewatch it. Up next is Daddy's Home 2. This is the sequel to Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. And what? John Cena is also a part of this. We have Mel Gibson and John Lithgow. Genuinely, they just kind of brought in more big names, and they're like, "Ha, comedy." It's okay. I would put it in C tier behind Fate of Furious, and that's where I would put it. It's not that funny. It's Christmas. It's Quithmith. It's Christmas themed, which means it kind of pigeonholes the whole movie to like Christmas time, which kind of sucks because if you watch the first one, you're like, oh, okay, and then all of a sudden you're like, you watch the first one in summertime, and you're like, oh, let's watch the second, and it's Christmas themed. You're like, well, that's weird. Like, it's just an odd predicament. Just I don't know. The star power doesn't do it for me in this movie. It's not a good movie. It's all right. It's okay. I don't know. Up next we have Jungle with Daniel Radcliffe. This movie is let me calm down before I go swearing. Even though I've probably said a swear word 100 times already. This movie is amazing. Genuine, like this, here's the thing. I loved this movie. I watched The Jungle once. Okay, I'm gonna put this in S tier just for the moment. Daniel Radcliffe's best movie outside of the Harry Potter franchise is Jungle. I haven't seen many others, but Jungle for sure. It's definitely not The Woman in Black. I just recently rewatched that, and it's all right. But Jungle is phenomenal. I loved this movie. I bought the DVD from Dollar Tree. Put that in your perspective. I bought this movie for $1 before Dollar Tree turned into $1.25 Tree. That's how long ago I bought this movie on DVD for $1. That's 4 quarters for what might be one of the best movies in 2017. Jungle genuinely deserves to be where it's at, and I'm even going to put it above Kong Skull Island. If you've never seen Jungle, go and watch it. Daniel Radcliffe is phenomenal in it. Up next, we have Wonder Woman, which is my mother's favorite superhero. This movie's genuinely good. I think that Wonder Woman is probably one of the better superhero movies of the year. I would still put it in A tier, and I put it behind Fist Fight in front of American Made. It is genuinely a very, very good movie, and it's going to probably end up being a top 10 of the year. I mean, there's only, 6 movies ahead of it, so it's number 7 as of right now. What are the chances it gets bumped out? There's not a whole lot of movies left. And, what is it? I remember watching this with my mom on Blu-ray. I got the Blu-ray for Mother's Day, and I remember watching it, and she loved it. I was cool with it. It was a good time. It just, I feel like it was missing something. I don't know. I know it came out after the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, and I don't know. I feel like the whole Wonder Woman aesthetic was kind of ruined because of that. I feel like if Wonder Woman just had this movie before that one, this would have been better. I don't know. That's just me. Up next, we have Snowman, which is, the Snowman's an interesting movie. But it's like I don't know. It's something I wouldn't watch again. Like, it's all right. I would probably put it down in C tier behind Star Wars and in front of John Wick 2. It's just not my personal favorite of the year. Not something I would watch over and over again. It was a shocking movie. You're like, the first time you watch it, you're like, oh shit, okay. But like, I don't know. I've watched it once after that, and I was like, it's all right. Up next, we have Matt Damon in Downsizing. I remember seeing this movie in theaters, which is weird that this is a movie I saw in theaters when I could have seen something much better. Downsizing is a stupid movie. I'm gonna put Downsizing. That being said, I'm gonna put Downsizing in front of Snowman in C tier. Um, I don't know. It's a dumb movie. Like, the concept is interesting at first, and you're like, okay, all right. And then, like, an hour into it, you're like, can this fucking end? And it just it doesn't for another hour. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's mid. Up next we've got The Mountain Between Us. This is Kate Winslet and Idris Elba. This is a good movie. This is a good movie. This is another movie that I got for really cheap. I think I paid $3 for it on Amazon on DVD, and it's genuinely a good movie. I'm gonna put this in A tier above Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. If you've never seen The Mountain Between Us, check it out. It is genuinely such a good time. I enjoy it. I really a great action. Not really action. Drama adventure. With a little bit of action in there. I don't know. It's a great time. It really is. Up next we've got I just rewatched this movie. Me and my girlfriend watched all three of the Ring movies recently. She had never seen them. I think she saw the first one and never saw any of the others. But Rings. Good lord. This movie deserves to be an F tier. I'm going to put it in F tier behind the Emoji Movie. This movie was so bad that it shouldn't have been made. So, I remember being a little kid when The Ring came out in 2002? And it was the scariest movie ever because I loved physical media even as a little kid, like VHS tapes. Loved them. Had a whole collection of VHS tapes. Terrified of touching a VHS tape because of The Ring. Then The Ring 2 came out, and it wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still good time. And so adult me was excited. I bought this movie on DVD, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This sucks. And then I remember throwing the DVD out, like not even trying to sell it. I threw the DVD out. I was that upset. And now I own Rings on 4K because it came in a trilogy box set with the first and second from Scream Factory. But yeah, I just rewatched that movie and it is terrible. One of the worst movies of the year. One of the biggest letdowns for sure. Up next, we've got Despicable Me 3, and this was a shocker. Despicable Me 3 is going to go at the top of B tier. I did not expect to enjoy this movie. I enjoyed the original Despicable Me. Despicable Me 2 was alright, but Despicable Me 3 genuinely shocked me with how good it was. I'm putting it in the top of B tier just because I don't think it's on the same caliber as the movies in A tier. But it is it's probably the best animated movie of 2017. I'm gonna go down now, and I'm probably gonna see another animated movie and go, shit, that one's better. But we'll see. Up next we have All the Money in the World. I think this was Michelle Williams. I think was in this movie. It's all right. It's nothing special. I'm gonna put it in C tier in front of John Wick 2. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I have it on DVD. I've watched it once. I don't know. It just falls flat in some places. It's just, I don't know. It's a one and done kind of movie for me. Then we have Jigsaw. Was this Jigsaw, right? Yeah, Jigsaw. 2017 is Jigsaw, the return of Saw. They went away for a long time after Saw the Final Chapter, and then they came back with Jigsaw, and everyone was like, how the fuck are they gonna do that? The old man is dead. The old man was dead in the last few Saw movies too, okay? It was just different people doing it for him. Well, this movie was like a total like buster kind of thing because it's like part of it's in the past, part of it's in the present. It was very good. Not amazing, but good, enjoyable. I'm that being said, going to put Jigsaw in B tier in front of Going in Style behind Paddington 2. It's a good time, rewatchable. B tier's rewatchable for sure, but it's not impressive. Not impressive. We have Baywatch with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Zac Efron, Alexandra Daddario. Is there anyone else in this movie that I can't think of right now? I think that was basically the main three. This movie, obviously a current day version of the old TV show. I enjoy this comedy. This got a lot of hate, and I do not understand why. I enjoyed this movie as a comedy. Now, it's not S tier and it's not A tier, but it definitely is a B tier comedy, and I'm going to put it in front of Jigsaw. It's stupid and funny, and I like to sit down and watch a stupid, funny movie. And that is exactly what it is. It's got recognizable faces. It's got people that I grew up loving, like Zac Efron. He was in 17 again. He was in the High School Musical movies. It's got The Rock, who I grew up loving professional wrestling, WWE. So The Rock was the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Like, how can you not love The Rock? Alexandra Daddario, I think she's in other stuff. What's she in? I don't know. Texas Chainsaw, right? The Texas Chainsaw 3D. What else is she in? I don't remember. She's in other things, but you know, it's a good comedy. It's a solid comedy that people refuse to accept as a solid comedy. Up next, we've got Spider-Man Homecoming. This was the first Spider-Man movie in the MCU, and it was all right. It was all right. That being said, top of B tier. I'm sorry. I'm not a massive fan of the first one. I don't think it's incredible. It does not deserve S tier. And I don't think it's on the same level as anything in A tier. It's just not. But it is better than everything else in B tier. So it's going to be top of B tier. It's below Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which is the end of A tier. And I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a very solid end for A tier. Like, if anything else goes in A tier, it's got to go ahead of it. Anything below it goes in B tier. I feel like that's a very good place. We have Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. This is the first movie in the Jumanji movies after Robin Williams. This is like the first in the new movies. And it's a really, really solid film. Again, one of the better comedies of the year. I would probably put it in A tier above The Mountain Between Us. That's where I would put it. A lot of people hated on the Jumanji movies for obviously not having Robin Williams. You're like, oh, you can't touch Robin Williams, one of his best movies. They can touch whatever they want, as long as they make it all right and it's not complete garbage. And this movie was very good. I enjoyed it. I have the movie on 4K. I've watched it multiple times. I think it's a serviceable reboot of a movie franchise. Simple as that. After that, we've got Ferdinand. John Cena plays the voice of Ferdinand the Bull. John Cena, a WWE wrestler. Fantastic. It's a good time. That being said, not my favorite animated movie of the year. I watched this once in the last year, and it is, like I said, a good time. It's going to go in B tier behind Jigsaw. Rewatchable. Not the best animated movie of the year. Genuinely, that might be going to Despicable Me 3. I haven't looked past the first movie on the list at the bottom. I don't know if there's anything better. Ooh, wait, 2017 there might be. I think Coco came out that year. Is Coco 2017 or 2018? Let's look. Oh, it's literally the next one. Okay, maybe I saw it and I didn't realize it. Coco's better than Despicable Me 3. Never mind. Coco is the next movie. Coco is S tier. Coco's S tier. Coco's S tier in front of. Coco's S tier in front of everything but Get Out. Coco was phenomenal. I cry every time I watch this movie. You know what? Oh man, do I put Coco above Get Out? I do. It's S tier. It's number one. Coco is number one. Coco is number one. Get Out. I'm sorry, you're number two. Uh, Simple as that. Coco. God, I don't know. I rewatch this every year, and on the Day of the Dead, because isn't that when this movie takes place? Is during the Day of the Dead. And so I try and rewatch it, and it's just not many movies can make a grown man cry. This one gets me every time at the end where he's singing to his grandmother so that she could remember her father. Oh, it's beautiful. I love Coco. So I'm sorry, Despicable Me 3. You're stuck down at B tier as second best animated movie of the year. My bad, brother. But that being said, 47 meters down. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember when this came out. I wasn't a big fan. Just another shark movie. I'm gonna put it in bottom of B tier. That's where it belongs. Um, that's where it belongs for sure. The Justice League. F tier. The Justice League F tier. This movie sucks. This movie sucks. Can't stand this movie. Not good. Not good. Alien, what is this? Alien Covenant? Ugh, Alien fans, they're gonna hate me, but Alien Covenant, I just don't care about it. I just don't care about it. I would rather rewatch Star Wars The Last Jedi than Alien Covenant. Sorry, this is just true. C tier for Alien Covenant. I'm not the biggest Alien fan. I don't know if you could tell. Happy Death Day. Love this movie. Happy Death Day is probably one of the better horror movies of the year as well. I'm going to go ahead and put Happy Death Day at B tier after after Despicable Me 3, just because I still think Despicable Me 3 is a very good animated film. I think that it genuinely shocked me how good it was, which means if it shocked me with how good it was, it's gotta be pretty good. Happy Death Day, I knew what I was expecting, and so it's just like, yeah, you know. It, phenomenal horror movie, one of the better ones of the year. I'm gonna put it in S tier. I'm going to. It's gonna go in S tier. It's gonna go. It's gonna go in front of Thor Ragnarok. It's gonna go in front of Thor Ragnarok. Genuinely, this might be it right here. The top three right there. Coco, Get Out, and It. Horror, honestly, did pretty good this year. Get Out, It, Annabelle Comes Home. Annabelle Creation. Yeah, we had Happy Death Day, Jigsaw, 47 Meters Down, Alien Covenant. Yeah. You know, pretty, I mean, Rings, yikes, but, you know. And then last but not least is Chips, which, like Baywatch, is another movie based off an old TV show. Not as big a fan of Chips as I was Baywatch. I'm going to go ahead and put Chips probably the bottom of B tier. No, maybe before 47 Meters Down. It's an okay comedy. It's worth rewatching for shits and giggles, but it's nothing spectacular. Anything below B tier though, it's just like I'd rewatch it if I had to. B tier and above, I'd rewatch it any day. But yeah, like that being said, that is every movie in this ranking. S tier is Coco, Get Out, It, Thor Ragnarok, Jungle, and Kong Skull Island, with A tier being Annabelle, Creation, Fistfight, Wonder Woman, American Made, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, The Mountain Between Us, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. All solid movies. All right, S tier is, in my opinion, the best movies of the year. There's 6 movies there. Check all 6 out if you've never seen them. Coco literally makes me cry every time I watch it. Get Out is genuinely such a good horror psychological type of film with comedy mixed in. It is one of the most talked about movies of the year. Just a phenomenal job done. Some of the CGI is a little silly. Some of the comedy in the movie is a little just like but it is genuinely a phenomenal movie. Thor Ragnarok, the best Marvel movie of the year by far. Jungle with Daniel Radcliffe, just an incredible adventure drama action film. And I promise you, you will not hate watching this movie. Kong Skull Island, same thing. Probably one of the best action adventure movies of the year. It's a great time. Everything in C tier and down, you don't have to worry yourself. Most of the things in C tier are sequels to things like Fate of the Furious, Daddy's Home 2, Last Jedi, Covenant, John Wick 2, Pirates of the Caribbean 5. These are movies and franchises that they expected to make money because they're another movie in the franchise, and they did make money. And they weren't that good, but they made money. That's those movies with things riddled in between, like The Mummy and All the Money in the World, Snowman, Downsizing, Beauty and the Beast. They're just movies that sadly and unfortunately I'm not a fan of. And anything in D and F just don't deserve really to be talked about a whole lot. The only movie I'm willing to give a rewatch to in D through F is Dunkirk. And that's because, like I said, I watched it that one time at work years ago. Maybe it was just the setting that I was in. I was like, man, I don't want to be here at 4 in the morning. And I was watching Dunkirk. So, other than that, if there's a movie from 2017 that isn't on this list, whether it's in the haven't seen section or in this main list that I did see the movies of, go ahead and let me know in the comments section down below. And I'll either tell you whether I've seen it and I'd give it a place on this list, or I'll give it a watch eventually. If there's a movie in the haven't seen section that you genuinely think I should watch, let me know as well, and I'll add it to my never-ending list of movies to watch. I literally just have this gigantic list. There's like 600 movies on it, and I just keep adding and adding and adding and clicking randomize for a number, and it's just wherever I get to, and someday I'm gonna die and that list is still gonna be at like 1,000 movies. It's gonna be great. But yeah, so let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and leave a like. And if you're new to the channel and you want to watch more videos just like this one, please go ahead and subscribe. I plan on making my 2018 tier maker video very, very soon. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Peace.